This clip was filmed on Thursday, January 26th, and it was sometime in the morning. I don't remember when, but this was just me reading the book Icarus. I don't remember who it's by. I'm not gonna lie. His first name is Adam. Actually, I can see it on the side right there. Oh, never mind. I can't anymore. His first name is Adam, and you can kind of see the cover, so I got it on Amazon. But anyway, this book was really good, and while it wasn't accurate to the myth, at least according to my friend who is very good with Greek mythology, it wasn't accurate to the myth, but it was very good, and I thought it was really interesting. I ended up finishing this book I think either the day after this or 2 days after this clip was recorded. And honestly, I wish I recorded myself reading the last chapter versus the one that I'm reading now. I don't remember what was happening based at this point of the book, seeing that I was about halfway through. But the ending was so good, and I don't want to spoil anything, but I have so many words about the book. The book was it was really interesting to me, and I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun reading it. I might reread it just for funsies. Yeah, I thought it was really good. If I were to rate it out of 10, I would personally, considering it has sparked a little tiny bit of a hyperfixation, because anybody who's willing to listen to me talk about this book gets an earful, I would rate it probably an 8. It was just really well written. The story was really interesting, and I had a lot of fun reading it. It was really good, in my opinion. Yeah, that is the book. This one singular small clip here was because I went to the thrift store. I will show you guys the things that I got in my next vlog when I start doing a little bit of a house tour. And this is me painting my little computer stand. It's supposed to be one of those lap desks where if you're sitting on the couch or you're in bed and you want to do some work, it was like a second tier to my desk, but I was just piling junk on it. And between that and then my printer, it was just taking up too much space on the desk. So I decided to paint it, which I really enjoy it. I like what it looks like now, but I decided to paint it and use it as a printer stand. It was really fun.
Hey guys, today is Friday, February 3rd. It is 5:45 p.m. and we're back. There's no better way to come back than wearing the MILF shirt. It says, "Man, I love felines," and it has a bunch of cats on it. But yeah, we've been gone a while. I don't even remember the last time I posted a video. Let me actually see. I'm very curious. Very, very curious. The last time I posted a video was January 23rd. So it's been a little while. It's been a little while since I've posted a video. It's been weird. Yeah, it's been really weird lately. I've not really had the motivation to do much of anything. I've had a couple of good days, but I was too busy doing other things to vlog, if that makes sense. There are a few apartment changes, but they're not that big. There's a few things I need to do today. I need to split my currently finished episodes up so that they can start getting up on Patreon, because I am very behind. I'm still only on episode 16, although it is lined and I just have to color it. But it's like I still need to, I'm only a few episodes ahead. I think, let me look. Patreon's on episode 13. They're getting 14 today. At that rate, I'm only 2 episodes ahead. You know what I mean? And I might have to put a pause on that. I might have to be like, sorry guys, I need to catch up a little bit. And it's just been because I've been so stuck. It's just such a stuck feeling, and it's icky, and it feels bad, and everything feels bad. But I'm trying to work through it, but it's hard. It's really hard, and I don't get it. There's so much that I need to do. And fun fact, I actually dropped my therapist recently. I haven't like told the therapist office that like I'm like dropping her. I just told them that like I think, yeah, I had an appointment on Monday, and I called and I canceled it, and I told them that I would reschedule, and I just plan to not. They're not going to check. They're not going to come into my messages, they're not going to come into my email like, when are you rescheduling? I'm putting therapy on a pause, and part of it was because my therapist was just making me feel bad all the time. Like, every session she would ask me, have you left your apartment yet? And when I would tell her no, she would act like she was disappointed or upset with me. And it was getting to the point where I was like getting embarrassed about it. And like, or like I would be anxious before session because I'm like, oh God, now I have to tell her that I didn't leave the apartment all week again. And that's not motivating. That doesn't make me want to go out and leave my apartment, number one. And number two, like, that's not a good reason to leave the apartment. Like, I don't want to be guilted into ignoring my problems and phobias so that I can go out and appease my therapist. No. So, between that, and then she would also just make me feel bad about myself in general. And that's not something that I want in a therapist. Like, she was like, I need a push. I can recognize that I need a push when I, like, just in general, I need to be pushed in a direction sometimes. She was shoving me in directions. She was trying to, like, tell me that, like, anytime I would bring up something, she would tell me that I'm being negative and that I'm projecting negativity and, like, catastrophizing things. And I'm like, expressing my anxieties and fears is not catastrophizing. Like, I told her that my landlord sent me an email sometime last week saying that I owed them $1,000. And I was like, what the hell? Like, I freaked out. And I told her that. I was like, I freaked out. I was so panicked. I immediately called them and I asked them and I said, hey, I just got an email and I just wanted to call about it and see what's going on. And they're like, oh, this is so-and-so. And I said, yeah. And sorry, that's a dead name. And they were like, oh yeah, if you just looked at the portal, we, posted that it was paid. It was your security deposit. Your previous landlord sent it over and it's been paid. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'll make sure to check the portal next time if something like that happens again. And, he was like, okay, yeah, cool. And then we hung up and it was fine. And I was fine. And I was expressing that. I was expressing this thing that had freaked me out earlier that week or the week prior. I wasn't telling her like I was still currently anxious. I was voicing that, oh my God, like I didn't have the money for that. Like I had no idea what I was going to do because I didn't have the money if I ended up having to pay for that. Like I didn't have $1,000. So of course I was freaking out. And before I could get to the part where I was saying like, I want to start trying to save more, she then was like, well, you're catastrophizing things. You're letting your anxiety da-da-da-da-da. And then, like, she was criticizing, like, not even constructive criticizing. Like, she was being a little bit snarky with me. And I was like, I'm pretty sure that's a valid reason to be freaked out. Like, your apartment complex suddenly emailing you that you owe them $1,000 and it's due today. I got the email on the 26th and it was due on the 26th. And I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? I don't even get like, if I were to get my check, that number one, it wasn't even then. Like I was getting my check. I think I got my check on the 31st. Like I wouldn't have even had it by then, like it still would have been late. Like, that's scary. I was like, I think it's pretty valid for me to have been freaked out, especially because, like, as soon as they told me that if I checked the portal, everything would have been fine. And she just kept pushing what they were saying, but, like, in a more condescending way. Like, well, you should have just checked the portal, like, before you freaked out. And I was like, how was I supposed to know to check the portal when every other time something is paid, I get a follow-up email saying that something's been paid? So, anyway, my therapist has just been really condescending and pushy and like she makes me not want to continue therapy. So I stopped. I quit. I backed down. Mostly also because like a lot of the things that need to be done are things that I need to do. A lot of the things that, like, we were talking about the same thing. Oh, and then another thing. She wouldn't let me talk about my trauma. Anytime I would try to talk about my trauma, she would be like, so when are you going to stop being a victim and start being a survivor? And I'm like, girl, that's what you're for. Like, that's what the fuck you're for. That is what you are for. That's what you're supposed to be helping me with. Helping me transition from victim to survivor. And I can't do that without talking about it. And she like kept just telling me to like with going out and doing stuff, I'd be like, well, my agoraphobia, like, it's really difficult for me to go out. And she's like, forget about the agoraphobia. And I'm like, I can't forget about that because I can't just leave it at home. I can't just stick it in a pocket and walk away from it and leave it home and be like, all right, we're not going to be agoraphobic today. We're going to put that over there. We're going to shove that right over there and we're going to ignore it. No, that's not how that works. And there was a lot wrong with, not the dynamic, but just with the sessions, and it was really getting to me. So I just decided to not cut my losses, well, kind of cut my losses, but to pull back and to try and do my own stuff. Because, like, if I'm not doing it in a therapy session where I, am not getting along with the therapist, then I'm not going to be doing it in real life either. I need to do these things for me because I want to improve myself, not because I'm trying to appease somebody else. I don't want to set myself up even further for failure. And again, I know I keep saying this. I know this is like a running thing that I say all the time, which is I want to get better and I want to do better. But I genuinely do. It is just so difficult. A big reason why I'm anxious and depressed right now in my own home, even though aside from trauma, there's no real contributing factors to me being anxious and depressed. It's because I'm not getting anything done. I'm not being productive. I'm not doing anything. And it's not because I'm lazy or that I don't want to do these things. I want to do these things. I want to work on my comic. I want to rewrite my notes. I've been trying to go through my notes, my old notes, and read through them to see if there's anything that I can use and mess with the plot a little bit. There is so much that I want to do. I want to do my art channel. Like, I want to be doing stuff with my art channel. I posted one speed paint and haven't been able to do another one since. I haven't been vlogging. I love vlogging. Vlogging is so fun to me. I love being able to look back and see what I've done. But I can't do that because I've just not been able to do anything. And it's awful. And I want to do these things, but it's so hard. And I was talking about wanting to get on ADHD medication because I was like, I need that push. I need that help. And she was discouraging it. And I was like, girl, do you not want me to succeed? Do you want me to fail? Because that's what it's seeming like. And there's so many things that contributed to me deciding to leave therapy. But I think it'll be best because she wasn't telling me anything new either. Like, she was ignoring the things I would try to talk about, and then we would talk about the same 3 things, which is that I need to leave my apartment more, I need to go check the mail more often, and I need to start trying to go places. And that was it. That's it. That's all. And that's not a priority for me right now. And when she was trying to get me to get on a schedule so that I could have a schedule at home, like a time blocking schedule, like I wake up at the same time every day, go to bed at the same time, eat breakfast at the same time, do the same tasks at the same time. And I was like, I can't do that. I get too bored too easily, and then I get really miserable. And she was like, I want you to be bored at home so that you can leave the apartment. And I was like, that's not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna be miserable at home. That's not going to change. Me being bored at home doesn't mean I'm gonna go out. That's not how agoraphobia works. If I'm bored at home, then I'm just miserable at home. You know, like I'm more miserable than I already am. And that's not going to do anything but set me up to feel worse and to be in a worse headspace. And I don't want that. That's like the last thing I want. I want to feel safe and happy in my own home so that then I have the confidence to start working on myself and doing the things that I need to then go out and go do things. And anytime I would try to bring any of those fears up, which I feel are rational considering the agoraphobia, she wouldn't care. She would just be like, you're just catastrophizing. You're like projecting your fears onto stuff that doesn't exist. And I'm just like, what? I'm really frustrated. And I really wish she just would have listened. I wish she just would have heard me, because now I just don't want to do therapy anymore. It's not benefiting me at all. Yeah, I've been rambling for 31 minutes, so I'm going to let y'all go, and I will see you Monday.
So I forgot to mention that last clip where I was painting the computer stand. That was filmed on Wednesday, February 1st, and this one was recorded on Sunday, February 5th, which was yesterday. So I was just cleaning here yesterday. I wanted my whole apartment to be clean despite staying up all night and being exhausted because I wanted to reset my sleep schedule. But I wanted my apartment to be clean for Monday. And here I am just emptying out my like half-filled, quarter-filled water bottles that were scattered throughout my entire apartment. And I'm cleaning up my sink, and I'm just doing just regular cleaning. I'm cleaning a vase. In this one, I'm cleaning a vase that I got from the thrift store. A couple of vases that I got from the thrift store. And it was so nice to, like, I was really tired yesterday. I was exhausted when I was doing all of this cleaning. But it was really nice to do this stuff because it's stuff that's been needing to get done. And that is the dresser that I got, and I'm probably going to build it sometime today or tomorrow, which you guys will see. Also, my coffee table was like broken. The top had come off, it popped off, and I had to just put it back on. But, oh, and I found that little scarf in my underwear drawer. I've had it for like 2 years or 3 years now, and I just never did anything with it, and I thought it would look cute as a little tablecloth, and it was. But yeah.
Hey guys, today is Monday, February 6th. It is 1:05 a.m. I almost said p.m. And I just finished cleaning my apartment, and I want to give you guys a tour, but I think I'm going to save that for Thursday's vlog, simply because it's already so late, number one. And I'm exhausted. I went to bed really late last night. I went to bed at like 10 a.m. Or no, it was like 8 or 9 a.m. and I slept until 11. And that was because I just wanted like a couple hours of sleep just to like give myself something to run on today, because I wanted to reset my sleep schedule. So I'm very tired. My apartment is clean. I've been cleaning for the last few hours. I think I started cleaning at like 10 p.m. after I ate dinner. And I've been cleaning up through now, but I've been needing breaks because I'm really tired, and I've been cleaning on and off all day anyway. Like I was doing my kitchen earlier, and I was sweeping, and like look at all this trash I have to take out. Jeez, like it's so much. But I got everything set up. I got everything sorted. The only thing I need to do now is I need to put my weekly planner, which is beside of me. I need to put my weekly planner up on the fridge, like on the fridge planner, because it's not up there yet, but it's everywhere else. It's in all of my other planners. It's just not on the fridge yet. Oh, here's a little update for this. So I know I showed you guys my planner. I know I showed you guys my keyboard when I first did it. And like it always just looked like something was missing because they weren't lined. I wasn't gonna line them because I was worried that, because all I have is a black Sharpie. And I was worried that the black Sharpie was going to be too much or it was going to make it look too cartoony, but I really like it. I like it lined. I think it looks a lot better. So tomorrow I am finishing episode 16 and I'm editing and posting this vlog, and those are my two main focuses for tomorrow. And if I get those things done, then like on top of my other stuff, which is like reading and exercising, meditating, journaling, which I did not finish writing that word. I wrote journ. But if I can finish my main priorities for the day, then I'm going to work on commissions and my laundry, getting caught up with laundry. That's what's actually going on right now. I washed my bedding last night. I started washing my bedding last night, but I kept forgetting about it today because I'm so tired. So, of course, like I tried to start it yesterday while I was staying up all night. Because I was like, yeah, I'm going to start my bedding now, and it's going to be done long before I go to bed. No. I kept forgetting about it, so of course not. And then I have to work on my best friend's birthday gift. Her birthday is on Valentine's Day, and I need to get my ass into gear because it is less than 10 days away, and I have to draw her 3 full drawings, plus commissions, plus of Mums and Daffodils. God. I am going to fill out my daily planner because my pillow is still drying, so I can't go to bed yet, and I can't get in the shower because like if I get out of the shower before my pillow is dry, then I'm going to be upset. But I'm going to fill in my daily planner so that it's all filled out for when I wake up later today, tomorrow, whatever. And then I'm going to go to bed. You guys are going to be seeing this video tomorrow, so this is the outro. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you Thursday. Bye.